Hello. Ooh, let me just make sure audio is getting out there okay. Usually I have to muck about with it a little bit. Right, perfect. So, had a good weekend, a great weekend actually. But right back to it. Minimum stream schedule is at least 5 nights a week. That's easy enough for me to keep to. I could have came on Sunday night, but I had to catch up and sleep. I got home around 9 p.m. and it's just like, you know, I just have to sleep. Have to get to sleep. And had a wee nap before I got on tonight. No major plans for tonight's stream other than continuing on with some refactoring. We might dig around a little bit more in Angular. We also have a nextjs project we're working on for the VOD service. The most important thing with these live streams, this development, everything I'm doing here, is just to maintain consistency. And YouTube punishes us for taking the weekend off. I don't know what to say to that, but we'll get on with it. We'll see who joins us tonight. And yeah, we'll start booting up the environments. Okay. Did have a good weekend though. Met a interesting person. It was nice. We have a system to build. Alright, what do I need to do now? I need to get the PSP up. I need to get logged into Twitch. And I noticed we had a person that was talking to us on Kick, but we didn't have that hooked up on the previous system. So let's go ahead, activate our live chat system and refresh the commands so you're aware of what you can do in here. So I'm doing this, there you go. I'll fire this up. Start. So we should have a low latency stream. I'm not sure how many seconds it cut off, but I'm taking a look at the live stream now. See where we're at. All right, that's a little bit better. I think it's just 5 seconds behind now. As you know, you get a bloody avatar when you chat, so I might have a TTS system, all this good stuff. So it's really important to me that it's as real time as possible. I need to get a Twitch set up now as well. And there's some tunage playing in my ears because that's always important. FD token. Well, an easy thing tonight would be to automate this process for Twitch. We can't test it on local. I suppose we actually could. Huh. Which is active. Let's notify our Discord. So Discord is active as well. I click this and it sends out a notification to everyone as well. And there's a live channel in there, so if you talk, there's like 0 latency between it showing up on the stream. So I recommend you join that. You can find that on my profile links. Ooh, we should populate that in local as well, shouldn't we? Ooh, let's try. I was coding a media player before I dropped off for the weekend, so we'll have to take a look at that. There's always a bunch of irons in the fire. target. So now we'll have PSP chat working as well, which is pretty unique to this channel. The most annoying thing about running this PSP chat is I have to run a unsecured Wi-Fi network in the house in order to even connect this thing to the internet. And Dark Knight is a kind of a regular view at this point. Definitely came around because of the PSP. He was curious about how I deal with the PSP security issue in the wireless network. And the trick is I don't. It's a console that's 20 years old. It's remarkable that it can even connect to a Wi-Fi network at this point, but it does. You just have to have it completely unsecured. So I think there's 3 things that we'll work our way through tonight in the process of breaking up a giant React class component. We're moving everything into populators. Already done a massive amount of work there, but there's still 600 lines to be pulled out. And part of that reason is just asynchronous coding. React classes are easy to do wrong, and experience is no exception to that rule. One of the things that some folks appreciate about this channel is I do show you my shite code, and I talk about it all the time. It's better to have shite code that's up and running, so you have your project in front of folks, as opposed to being too ashamed to do anything and you just never get anything out. And I know that's a big problem that a lot of developers have, a lot of people getting into coding have, is you probably have a folder on your desktop or somewhere in your bloody computer that contains all these projects, all this stuff that you've been working on, and you intend to get it out there, but you just don't. Yeah, it's a big thing to get over, but I recommend you try it. Typically I start these streams, God, it's pretty late tonight, a couple hours earlier than we started tonight, but it is what it is. Okay, so just so you know what the system is if you're new over here, it's a isometric avatar chat world. It's obviously accessible on every device. It does have native apps, has a Steam app, all sorts of stuff. But what makes it kind of interesting is it's driven by the live chat system. So it's basically been grown inside of YouTube, and built up quite a wee community of people. As a TTS system, you get an avatar for free for chatting, and you have a bunch of commands you can control it with. Well, it's not just limited to YouTube, there's Twitch, Kick, and Discord, and if there's any other video services that are worth the time, I'll implement them as well. Okay, so when this all loads up, there's a bunch of data that we need to load in, right? Like all the available packets, configurations, presets, catalog, item registry. So we had all that just dumped in here. We're just going to break all that out so we can get rid of this file. And I think we still have the TTS system stuck in here. We're going to rip that out, have a complete replacement for that. I know that's been a little pain point. TTS system cutting off people at the chat. Let's say someone else chats and there's a message already playing, it'll cut them off. But I do have a solution for that. You just have to actually turn it on. And we're down to 5 event listeners in here, which is good. You can see the age of some of this JavaScript with the binds. Yeah, crazy.
Genre-centric network says yo.
PH buddy, what is going on? Weird, I'm not seeing your chat message on YouTube. What the hell? I can hear you. How are you doing? Oh, there we go. You got any more music up, bud? Curious. I appreciate a like. Let's look at our stats. There we go.
Chillin' smiling face with sunglasses.
Chilling like a villain. Did you get up to much this weekend?
Yeah, dubstep song being released at 12 p.m.
Right on. Yeah, man, I'll pull it up if you like. That'd be cool. Reminds me, actually, I have zero music playing in my ears right now, which is kind of weird. What was I going to say? Oh, I did drop a couple of stream updates. So I dropped the latency on YouTube. So I think it's about 5 seconds now. So.
And I've been putting out 1 to 2 songs per day.
Oh no shit. Alright, let me have a quick look. Any more on the dark, what was it? Dark synth stuff? Because that one came out good.
Much better.
Perfect. Yeah. And we can definitely get the chat a little bit more responsive, but you know, the main thing was just getting the stream to not be as behind, so. Oh yeah, you have a bunch up there. Right, oops. Oh, wrong keyboard. Every time I use a bloody computer, it wants me to do 20 billion updates.
Very soon on that request.
That's a wee bit better. Some music. Need to do something about getting maybe I'll make like a short URL or something for the Discord to put it in the stream, because I've had a couple of folks asking me you know, about Discord so they can keep the party going on after the stream ends, which is pretty bloody awesome. Like Kick, if you know Kick, it's not got the, I don't know, I heard bad things, but some of the folks have been super chill over there, and they appreciated the vibe of these streams, so. Just have to make better use of the real estate we have on the screen, you see. Alright, so we need to pull all this out, that's what we have to do.
Heck yeah.
Well, I did make it out with that chick, by the way. It went pretty good. It was actually shocking to have
See my OS over Proxmix.
Okay, cool. Let me take that. You know, I'll be looking that up. I have to build up like maybe like a README on GitHub with some like useful services that we'll recommend for, you know, specific stuff.
I'm blown away by this NAS setup.
Oh, badass. I'm dying for a NAS setup, man, because I'm producing like a shite ton of content. And, like trying to edit it, like find stuff.
It has VM and Docker built in.
Oh, good. Perfect. Yeah, that's easy for me. Half the stuff I build, pretty much all of it is containerized. So, and Yeah, even like my WordPress installs to set up these days, I just containerize them.
It's
That
free
way
and $30 for lifetime.
Oh no shit. Alright, let's take a wee look here. So is that what you would describe it as? It's like it's pretty much a NAS solution. That's what I'm seeing here. A NAS and container solution. Yeah, right on. Yeah, because my friend like spent a bunch of money on, I'm sure you heard of it, Synology.
Yes, but on another level.
Okay, cool. How would you compare this to something like Synology? Like you pay a lot of money for a Synology NAS, so you can't just, for what I know, you can't just like set it up on your own hardware. Maybe they have an open source version of it. I assume they must, but like they charge you a shite ton for crappy hardware.
It's equal to it in my opinion.
Okay, right on. That's what I hear. What about security cameras? Do you run any like security cameras or stuff into it? Curious. Yeah,
Makes Hexos look expensive.
Drop in this stuff. You know what's funny, man? I've got a bone to pick.
I even have mine Cloudflared with HTTPS tunnel.
Speaking of the cloud, you'll probably get this as well. It pisses me off, like, you know, it's maybe about 10 or so years ago where I started hearing just the internet being rebranded as cloud. It's just like, man, we've had server hosted shite since the dawn of the internet. Why would you? But, you know, part of the rebrand was calling it cloud. But
yeah, you can easily install home automation stuff.
All right, good stuff. You got any other ones that you're aware of that you ran into in your travels? I'm just going to build up a list, so I think I'll do some looking up after. But I got ZimOS as the top. Need to pull all this stuff out.
It's got phone apps too. I got the iPhone app and can just click to upload my photos.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, no one really talks about how much of a pain it is to get photos off your bloody iPhone. Like, iPhone has, you know, probably the best phone camera that I know of. But it's an absolute pain to get stuff off your phone. So it's good to hear
ZimaOS
that.
is built off Casa OS and Casa OS became Zima.
And I'm behind on the NAS space. Like my NAS basically consists of, I just set up like Samba, that was it. But I have this beefy server. We can actually, okay, maybe what I'll do is actually install this. But you said I have to pay, right? $30 for lifetime or something.
And true, it's amazing that I can just sync my whole photos to the hard drives on it with one button.
It looks like we can just start checking it out. We don't have to pay anything there. We'll install it. What we're going to do is pop it up on Xgizzy. So bad at pronunciations and stuff, but we're going to spin up a VM for it on the server I got sitting behind the camera here. As I'm working on this stuff, because I do need a NAS solution. All right. So we should be able to just upload the ISO. When you configure the server, I'm assuming you just set up like a blank Linux VM for it, right?
Yeah, free just allows 3 drives but unlimited drives with the lifetime.
All right, no worries. But we could get going, it sounds like. What are we gonna call this? We're gonna call this NAS. I got this beast of a server, and all I'm doing with it is like a Git server and a staging for Kynto, as well as
it
CID
runs like
pipeline.
Open and you access by local IP on your network.
Perfect. Speak my language. Okay, cool. Get away with Linux. Let's see. Once a guest OS version.
HTTPS was hard to achieve. By 3 hours consulting AI helped achieve it.
Oh man, PH is so funny you mention SSL certs. Just before I went to go live tonight, of course my certs were expired on Kynto, so I wasn't going to start the stream without being able to kick up all the system and have chat as part of it. Yeah, so I know the struggle. I know about the struggle. And I run a set bot. I'm supposed to automate it or whatever, but I've not. Although I do have a Docker that I fire up, but I have to turn off the reverse proxy server in order to run it. So what the hell is making noise? Oh, it's the TV. For fuck's sake.
But Cloudflare auto HTTPS, so no certs.
Oh, I see how you're doing it. You're essentially using Cloudflare as a reverse proxy in that sense then too. That's funny. Alright, I got you.
Just tunnel in the zero trust dash.
Mr. TrueX Edits, where are you?
Yup, reverse.
So a quick thing on, you know, obviously I took the weekend off, and I don't think that's punished the channel as badly. So I think if I just keep it to like 2 nights, we're in good shape. So I think the standard schedule will be like Monday night through Friday night. You can expect streams, and then I'll try for Sunday nights, but I didn't get to it. I was just bloody exhausted after this weekend, man. It was crazy. Okay.
And same, I just rested.
Yeah. So Saturday, I ended up going out with my friend Del Rey. I had a date set up for the next day, but here's where it gets interesting. You know, obviously I got home late or whatever. Dude, I woke up an hour of sleep, couldn't get back to sleep, so I went to the beach. And I was like wondering, like, why can't I fucking sleep? I look at my phone, and you know, it's like the featured memories, and it had my crash motorcycle from when I broke my legs. It was the anniversary of that, so I think that's what happened. But yeah, I ran around, I met this girl, 1 hour of sleep. It was awesome. So got home about 9, and yeah, I crashed hard. I probably slept 12 hours.
Oh snap, you had it suppressed.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Try to figure out what the base OS is for this. That's what AI is for.
PTSD is AB.
That's what I was describing to her too, because she was like, you know, is it traumatic or whatever? Like, obviously it's traumatic, but like, did it like affect you afterwards? I'm like, yeah, I used to have nightmares where I woke up to like the collision. And I still don't enjoy crossing the road. Like, Fuck.
Keeps me up and grinding, and I bet.
Yep. You don't have to go into why you got it, but I know that we all got something, right?
All of my friends that rode in FL all almost died.
Whoa, that's right. This is your stomping grounds. Yeah, man. And it's crazy because I had so much fun. I used to ride with it wasn't for long or anything, but I linked up with like a bunch of people that used to ride. And it'd be like the sort of people would be like, yo, we're riding down to the Hard Rock to get pizza. And, you know, I think that was Miami we were riding down to. And as you know, that's probably like, I don't know, 60 miles. A couple of them came and seen me when I was in the hospital, but I don't think they liked seeing it. It's like seeing me, you know, like a bloody ghost. Let's see, where do we have enough space here? Probably want to spin it on this drive. We've got 3 terabytes there. We're gonna have to get some more hard drives. It's not the time to be buying hard drives though. Alright. What
Sun LXRD777 joined stream new.
Oh, that's sick. What is up, Sunlord? Good to have you. PH Designs, can you just let me know what settings or like what CPU configuration, what memory configuration you had for your NAS setup?
I'm trying to get a 3090 24 GB card.
Yeah, what the hell did those go for? Oh, that's okay, 390, 100%. I got a 390 on my laptop, but there's no 24 gig. But that's smart. The powerful cards. I think there's a limit how much. We'll give it 8 gigs.
Ilas Claudia says guitar.
What are you saying? Sanitizer. What's up, Ilas Claudia? How are you? Welcome to the chat. Oh, we want more than 8 gigs for this. What are we doing over here? Start with just a terabyte. Ooh, we can only give 400. What do we do here? Well, what we'll do is like give it 100 gigabytes for the system, and then we'll mount another drive.
2 TB 6 HDDs, a Ryzen 5 CPU, and a RX 5. Sun LXRD777 joined stream new.
Oh, Sunlord, we're in another room. Hopefully you can hear me. We are in 8-Bit Dreams. So yeah, hop
Sun
in and join.
LXRD777 joined stream new.
PH, Sunlord's like going to the original stream room we were in, but I changed up the room, so
Sun
you know it's each. There we go. Let's see if it.
Sun LXRD777 says there it goes LOL.
Yeah, welcome. How are you, buddy? How are you doing? Oh, Mimi. Oh, that's cool.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah. How you been, man? How old am I? I am 33. Yeah, what I'm going to do is just set up 100 gigs for system, and then we'll just
in Englesa.
We'll map additional drives for extra storage. English, poquito español.
All is well. Still studying for the CCP and sent a resume into a NOC as level 1 tech with the suggestion of a friend.
SI.
That's right on. yeah, if you got a friend in a job, man, that helps you out. I actually have a friend that put in a good word for me, the company he's at. He's actually a cool dude. He lived in China for like
Pantera
6-8 years. Came back with an entire family, but he literally met this girl on Xbox Live. And he's like, Scotland, I'm gonna go move to China. And I'm like, sure you are, Eric. But no, Eric was one of those folks that, like, when he got his mind on something, he bloody did it.
Claudia, what are you talking about? Face with tears of joy.
Yeah, what? Alright, I'm supposed to click next. Bloody hell, I'm operating at like 5% capacity, but I'll get there. Right.
He moved to China?
Yeah. We
What
was
a
just
boss.
out Beijing, and he came back. He never knew how to code. He always wanted to, like, you know, code games and
Guitar
stuff.
Fender.
Stratocaster. Came back. He's, you know, he's programming and stuff. He's doing well for himself. He's up in Pennsylvania right now. Like I said, he's got a bloody family, and me and Eric were tight. Like, so yeah, I'm glad that he's doing well, and he's trying to share that around with me as well, which I bloody appreciate. And that's how you should, you know, treat people. Treat them well, and they'll take care of you. And that's what makes the world go round. Oh, that's right. We actually have to upload the bloody ISO. Get this bitch installing.
A Fender guitar? Guitar.
Maybe he's trying to form a band or something.
Spanish is backwards.
Yeah. Oh man, it gets even weirder because, like, Hebrew, the Hebrew language is also, like, it's read like right to left, which I knew, like, that was
Still
the case for
having a bit of
Arabic.
latency between chats, but maybe that should be expected.
Or it should be better, but yeah, I think there's, like, I counted like 5 seconds, but this is basically as good as we can get on YouTube. Like, I remember to optimize it as far as, like, the settings on the thing, but yeah, unfortunately we're going to have a wee bit.
You're really spinning it up?
Oh yes, sir. I take the feedback. Like, I'm here for it. Alright, we have to upload the bloody ISO though. Appreciate you getting me back on task here.
You're going to love it.
No worries.
Let's see, data store ISO, and we're gonna upload it. Perfect. Alright, now I just need to find it. Yeah, what's the going price for like hard drives these days? Like, how much is a terabyte? Because I need to get some drives. I've got a bunch of empty bays in there, and most of the drives I've got in there were SSDs, so they aren't much storage, but they're fast. Good for a cache, but can't really
Asterisk
store
float.
files on it. It's exclamation mark now. We changed it to match YouTube. Hold on. There you go. And you can close that somewhere if that's in your way. Top right, you got a little X button.
I got 7200 RPM 2 TB HDDs.
Few terabytes? I'll give you so I record like all these streams I'm doing, right, with the coding video and stuff. Every stream produces about
$150 for 10.
Okay, all right, that's good to know.
Gibson.
Every stream here makes about like 25 gigs of data. Times that by 5 a week, it goes, it's a lot. It might be more than 25 because I see vertical as well as the horizontal. Plus I do a lot of filming like that. Yeah, I got a serious bloody issue, man. So that's why I'm excited to check this out. As far as, you know, I have to something.
Ting on them.
Oh, it's an image. I'm gonna have to convert that. I don't know if that'll work. We need an ISO for this to pick it up.
I thought I was a data hoarder, haha.
It's bad. And there's also a redundancy issue because I'm so used to hard drives failing on me, so I can't just have it on one. So whatever storage I have, you have to like, essentially cut that number in half, so I can at least have a one-to-one backup, right? I say that now, and I don't have that. My most important drive is not replicated. Oh my god.
Would AWS be too expensive?
Epiphone.
Convert image to ISO. Wow, we're gonna have to convert it. Bloody hell. AWS. So I spend about $200 to $300 a month on AWS as it is. But that's a good idea.
Expensive.
Yeah. Like the best option for that for S3 would be cold storage, which is really slow and inefficient. The pricing isn't really open. You can do some math and see, but like I said, I'm paying $300 a month as it is. And, I don't have much money coming in right now. Fucked. Okay. Why didn't we get in fucking a bloody ISO though?
I finished my Udemy course, now doing Tutorial Dojo.
Move this down so we can see your chats. Udemy course. We're doing Tutorial Dojo. Let's take a look.
You can even spin up open LLM containers and stable diffusion.
That's bloody handy. It's good to keep track of. I appreciate you dropping what tutorials, what services you're using, because I get people asking me all the time, you know,
what
where should
does
I go?
LLM stand for?
Is it large language model or something like that? Yeah, large language model. Basically think of it as like your
large language model.
AIs.
I guess it's a container service.
Let PH take it. Take that one.
Joint Pass says Bro Thios is amazing. How did you make this brew?
Joint Pass, man. I appreciate you and welcome to the chat.
No,
so
the chat is
I made
a container service. The LLM links to it.
So I made it pretty much on these live streams. So you can literally follow along. Make sure you drop a subscribe and a like if you can, so we can get more avatars in here. We hope someday to like break it because we get so many people on. But it's all coded in JavaScript, and Sunlord's actually logged in directly into it. It's a website. And we're also streaming on Twitch, Kick, and you can chat over there as well.
Got it. Thanks. Can we contribute?
What do you mean, to like the code? That's a great question.
What is stable diffusion?
So we can map that to a hard drive.
Claudia, you're brilliant. Hope you're like making some like Pink Floyd inside and stuff.
It's in front end for image generation LLMs.
You know, the weirdest thing for Stable Diffusion for me is like when I was mucking about with it, like you access it on Discord and you feed in a prompt and it shoots the image back to you. I don't know. I'm sure people have set up website front ends for it now.
Bon Jovi Runaway.
Okay. I wish I could just play whatever on the streams, but I'll get in trouble.
That's called something else, I forget the name.
I need to close some of these windows. I got too many Firefoxes open.
But I know what you're talking about.
Gibson.
Jazzmaster.
No way you can just change it to ISO. That's ridiculous.
Why is Claudia spamming random guitar brands in intervals?
I don't know. Should we mute him?
YT is looking really weird right now.
The streams look weird on YouTube?
I would if they don't stop face with tears of joy.
Yeah, 100%. I like when it's
Ash says hello, brother.
Ash, hello. How are you? Welcome to the chat.
Yes is very wired on YouTube.
I'm confused.
Guitar.
You have to fill me in. Alright, Claudia, it's your warning because I got asked to mute you.
Lots of lines.
Oh, really?
Snowflake.
Well, you know what it might be, because I put it on ultra low latency on YouTube, so that does come at the cost of quality. So we have to make a decision if we want the lower latency, which obviously isn't ideal, or we want higher quality. But that's annoying. It bums me out to hear it. I'll check it on my phone. Let me start this upload first. Let's check it.
bring to me life.
Claudia, that's just that makes sense.
I think you're testing the capabilities of YouTube live stream or something, lol.
Leave it to me, right? Weird. I know you probably can't see it, but it's coming through fine for me. Can't see it, it's coming through fine. Peach Designs, what do you see? Alright, Claudia. You're not getting the message, buddy.
Twitch_GayAntilo says, I'm so sorry you got laid off. The world is so annoying.
What is vision for this project can tell us?
I appreciate you, bud. Yeah, it is what it is.
It boots black.
It wasn't for doing a bad job. I got like a bloody President's Award next month. I was part of a giant group of layoffs. I survived the last year one, but not this one. So Joint Pass, what is the vision of this project? Can I tell you? Yeah, great question.
How do you feel? Face blue, wide eyes, cat.
Sun LXRD777 joined 8-Bit Dreams. They're going broke.
Yeah, the company's going broke. Well, let me answer. How do I feel? It's nice to have time off. Like I did get a severance out of it, so I'll survive. But the job market is a mess, and I have to get through all the AI filters before I can even get a blood interview, which is crazy. I have more than enough experience, so.
Loki annoyed.
But
what is vision for this project can tell us?
Linkin Park in the end.
Alright, yeah, let me answer that question. Give me a second, I'm just going to quickly pause the chat. Alright, the vision for the project is to essentially grow this so other people could use it. I want other people to be able to stream
and where it's going.
And have avatars as part of their stream. There's a lot of functionality, a lot of features here. Even just beyond what you see, it makes it really easy to do wireless streams. Like I can pick up my phone and throw another camera angle.
I'm sending much positivity and luck your way. Don't give up on the hunt.
I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. And Truex Edits.
Face blue, wide eyes.
Great to see you, Truex. How are you doing?
See, we move this avatars.
Yes, there is a move command. Let me pop up the chat commands real quick. There's some of the commands that you can trigger, and you can also log in the site directly, playkynto.com, and control it quicker as well. But yeah, Truex Edits is going good. Had a great weekend. Didn't get much sleep, but let me close this so you can actually see your avatar move. Because it would have moved and you wouldn't be able to see it. So
is this on a retro or the actual game?
Oh no, this is mine. I coded this. This is from scratch. But I was inspired from Habbo when I was a kid.
Oh nice, this is soon cool.
There's a whole lore of this project because I started by working on Habbo retros when I was a kid. And yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to it. But a great question. Where did a Habbo question even come in from? Is it Twitch?
I sometimes play Habbo from time to time.
Right on. Yeah, when did you first play it? I'm curious, like what era of Habbo you experienced?
Were you working as a sway?
Yes. Senior front-end developer was my last position. I've done everything from complete back-end to full stack to C# development for like logistics apps. I've been all over, and I think that's what makes it kind of difficult to place me in companies. If you look at my resume, it's not just one language, it's not just one platform. It looks like it's almost made up. It's like, who does C# and then also React, Vue, Angular, and bloody PHP and everything else in between.
I don't know. Oh, I'm throwing iPhone dev. Look at Truex edits behind the tree. Let me move this into view a little bit.
How do you memorize writing it all?
I'm sure you can find your niche service to offer to clients.
That's a great question, PH.
Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
I'd say the biggest thing is it's not even the
I read /edit more than right off the top.
Yeah, no, that's how it started for me. But
I played static, blot, and RP retro, and now rarely have un.
The main thing, like, you see me literally type code, like, I'll avoid using AI even for things that I could use it for. Because even, like, all this time in, the only thing that keeps it fresh in my mind is to code from scratch using a keyboard. So the biggest thing is, even if you're, like, copied in code, man, don't just copy and paste it. Like, just, you know, have it up on every screen, type it out. Over time, you'll start, you know, memorizing the stuff that you need to. But the biggest things for me is not even the memorization of stuff. You know, we have all complete, we have all this stuff already. It's the concepts, it's the methodologies, the patterns.
AI has made me forget a lot of code
stuff. Yeah, 100%. I get that.
What would you suggest for learning how to code? Leet code is too hard for me starting out.
Yeah, leet code's intense.
I'm fresher and just left a startup now. It is very hard get one now. Can you tell me a tip, like should I do DSA or make a project like this?
Joint Pass, I do recommend that everybody should have a personal project, just at the very least for your skill development.
Python.
What is DSA?
Thank you.
Oh, domain service something?
Python is expansive and pretty easy.
Yeah, especially the AGI. Python is the language that you would use to
I was really
interface for all the
HTML
elements.
for developing a website.
Well, that's the thing, like,
It's like
even if you build a
HTML
website,
programming languages.
even if you build a website in...
Isn't DSA is data structure and algorithms face with tears of joy rolling on the floor laughing.
If you learn HTML, also learn SQL and CSS.
Like, yeah, you can't build a site without HTML. Like, if you're doing React or Vue or any of that
And
stuff,
PHP.
you're doing, like, you need it. I think tonight we're going to work on the chat queue, because I love this, I love the engagement, but we're going to do a couple of things to make it a little bit easier. We won't have the queue so it doesn't cut anyone off, and it's also going to auto-detect if I'm speaking, so like I'll pause it and like replay after. That way we're going to have a really smooth interaction.
PHP also thinking face.
Yeah, Truex said it's PHP. Was one of the first languages I learned. I started learning coding well before JavaScript was available on the server side, which became Node.js. I even built socket servers in PHP, which is hilarious because it was single-threaded. Yeah, PHP was a great start. I need to actually release some of my code. So the first stuff I ever built back then was like comment systems.
Whoami Chatara.
Claudia, again with the misbehavior.
Wow.
Yeah, comment systems. And I built you can look at it on archive.org, but I built up2go.us. It was one of the first sites ever coded from scratch. Had like an image gallery and stuff. You could see where your images were embedded to on other sites, because that was the era of people, you know, you'd upload an image and put it in your form signature, and then most forums wouldn't self-host your stuff, they would just link back.
You am 27.
Oh, you're 27, I think. Oh.
CAD ATA ARAAG Claudia face with tears of joy.
Dang, my GPT Pro ran out.
Oh, that's a bummer. How much does that cost these days?
ANI.
Sun LXRD777 joined 8-bit dreams.
Well, let's see if this is working. I'm curious.
Guitar.
Pro is $200 per month.
What? Holy. Wow. Yeah, Claudia isn't cheap either. I'm seeing the price of this stuff, man. It's going to get to the point where, I guess it's good it's going up in price because,
What is the major difference between Python and HTML? If you don't mind me asking.
Alright, hold on. Let me take this. Okay, so no matter what, if you go build a website, it doesn't matter if you code in the back end in Python, PHP, Node.js, like nextjs, or you're building it in bloody Java, you're still going to have to build.
Python would be more backend and HTML is more front end.
Exactly. So that's an important distinction. We used to just call it server side and client side. Server side is code that runs on a server that is not the user's computer. Client side is the user's computer, in this case the browser. So no matter what, you're gonna have to learn JavaScript if you actually want to build like a nice interactive website. If you're just looking to build backend services or APIs that people consume, you can get away with just doing Python, Java, Node.js, C# even. Like, you know, there's a list of a dozen languages that are popular to build backend stuff. No matter what, you're gonna be learning your HTML, you're gonna be learning your CSS, and you know it's true that people specialize. A lot of people just go into backend development now. It wasn't always that way. It used to be quite intermingled.
I was having a hard time getting a link to open a new page.
At Codeloch heard something about Comet browser.
Twitch_Goldrinky says anyone has a DA account. Smiley face.
Well, that's cool. You're really listening at Truex Edit. So Comet.js, you're only going to find this in a Wikipedia article. This isn't even it. Okay, here we go. So before WebSockets were released into the HTML5 specification, before Chrome existed, before you could literally use WebSockets, there was only one real way, well, two ways.
Is data structure and algorithms like same as LeetCode for cracking intervise or
Fender.
All right, Claudia, chat's busy enough. We don't want people's comments getting cut off, so I am muting you. And we're going to make some improvements to the chat system as we're working here. Okay, so originally, to do any socket-driven development, like that's how games are implemented, that's how instant messenger chats are implemented. You had to use Flash, you had to use Java applets, and there was Adobe Shockwave. Those were pretty much the three ways. All three of them required an install. I wanted to build stuff that required no install. You should be able to just do it with JavaScript. Comet.js was kind of a methodology that allowed you to use long polling to emulate a connection to a socket server. So the same way Habbo Hotel or RuneScape or any of those games have a central server or a bunch of servers that a bunch of different computers, players connect to.
Adobe install.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, and Adobe, so before Adobe it was Macromedia. Adobe acquired Macromedia sometime. I don't know if they were responsible for killing off Shockwave. I wasn't fond of Shockwave, but the original Habbo Hotel was coded in it. So a lot of times you were installing two things. If you were playing online games, you had to install, obviously Adobe Flash Player, and then there was Macromedia Flash Player, Macromedia
Java applets
Shockwave.
with TCP.
And yeah, exactly, Java applets, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's how RuneScape did it. I thought that was a Java applet. The internet has came a long way. And it's great that we've moved to an open source way of doing things, like having the browser do it all and not relying on these proprietary plugins. And you know, a lot of people hate on Steve Jobs and Apple, and all deserved. But
pizza so bad.
He single-handedly killed Flash. I remember being pissed at the time. I'm very happy he did it. He never let Flash go public on the iPod Touch or iPhone.
So much ease nowadays.
Yes, and pizza, man, you're gonna get the bloody oven turned on. I made myself a bacon egg croissant before I got on here. But yeah, I can't sell the web enough for you guys.
People like me do matter.
And I think it's the AI that's doing it. Like, what incentive is there to learn when you can just have it generate stuff? Everyone's fallen into trap. Everyone.
Can you explain a WebSocket for me?
That's a good question. I'd probably butcher it, even though I've worked with them for sockets themselves for close to decades now. But the best way I could describe a socket is opening up a direct two-way instantaneous connection between you and another machine or another computer. And the way Kynto was set up, for example, there's two ways. I'm going to explain the simplest, which is how games, worked for years until we got to the peer-to-peer stage. So there's a server that hosts a WebSocket server. Then when you come on Kynto in a room, you connect to that server. If someone else comes into that room, they also connect to that server. And if you click or chat, your message gets sent to the server, it gets moderated, blah, 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 and then it gets dispatched to everybody in the room. And it happens with as little latency as possible. Where if you weren't using WebSockets, you would have to do, you'd have to pull a database. You'd have to store that data in a database, and then you'd have a GET request that's constantly refreshing an endpoint to pull that data in. So that's why WebSockets are preferred for live chat streaming applications like we have here.
Is the socket the only way of the real-time connection? Is there other method too?
Great question. So there's at least two methods that come to mind. You've got what's it called? You've got web push. I don't know the name of it, but think how push notifications are supported on your phone. That's a whole technology of itself, and it's supported on web. And then you have long polling, where you could just essentially keep a request open with the server, but it's not two-way. It's still if you wanted to send data, you'd have to fire off additional posts or GET requests for that data and parameters. But there could be other ways. Please let me know, folks, if you're listening. But from my experience, WebSockets are fantastic. And what I didn't explain yet is Kynto also supports peer-to-peer WebSockets, where essentially you're able to operate as both as a server and a client as a user in the room. So if you come in here and you guys have seen me share my desktop, that is not technically being sent to a server.
The difference between SES, SNS, and SQS.
Actually, somewhere that's a good analog. Yeah. SQS acts as a queue, and SNS is more of an event subscription thing where you can. So webhooks are another option as well. SNS is kind of essentially like a webhook. But once again, you still have to fire off additional GET or push requests in order to trigger it. And can you imagine Battlefield using something like that? It'd be impossible, right? They actually use UDP sockets.
Have you heard about Perplexity AI?
I've not. Let's look into it.
Is it good?
I love when you guys drop stuff.
I don't know much about Git yet.
Oh, look at this. I'm getting bloody ad for Comet. You know.
Looking forward to playing the new Battlefield soon.
Yeah, my brother's on it, my friends are on it. Oh, let me grab it, yeah.
Graphics look good.
You know, I really enjoyed Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4, but 2042, man, I was like, just a triangle without a gun. I was like, this sucks. Because it just didn't work properly on PC. Which is how I play stuff now. Like, you know, I've got a PS4, that's about it. I'm not a huge fan of like the new how websites are put together these days. So much white space.
Face with tears of joy Comet came there.
Yeah. And
rolling on the floor laughing.
Like you have to click everything to read. Just give me data. I'd have to click everything.
I don't know anything about React web design. But I need to.
Yeah, so great resource for that, man, because the entire system I built here, the UI is React, and I've been a professional Vue developer for like 6 years as well. So Vue is like the leading alternative to React. Outside of that, you've got like Angular, but React and Vue are very similar.
Or something.
Yeah, you're right. Well, no, I think Comet's their browser. They have a browser. They probably just took Chromium and rebuilt it with their AI. Everyone has a browser, like everyone used to have like a bloody bookmark for Internet Explorer. If you remember the toolbars. Where it is. Look, there's funny images. This is Reddit. People would install so many bloody toolbars that, like, this was probably taking the piss at the time.
Why is TrueX a giant?
Because TrueX typed grow a bunch of times.
Face with tears of joy.
And TrueX is also lying down. But yeah, that's how the web used to be. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I actually made a bloody bookmark bar as well. I keep calling it bookmark bar, it's a bloody
LOL.
web toolbar.
Comet browsers is RM the fun of surfing the internet.
You know, RM to me has a funny meaning because I do a lot of command work. RM is how you get, you know, how you accidentally delete your root.
RM rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
LOL.
Oh, this is cool. I forgot I did this, guys. Check this out. Man, I've done so many cool experiments and I've not even showed them on the live streams
Does
or
RM
anything.
stand for root manager?
Guys, check this out. This was generated with tiles in Kynto. I mapped pixels to physical tiles in Kynto. It was like for the Commodore 64, I think it was like, I don't know, it's like the game card extension. I forgot, like a cartridge circuit board. And these were actually tiles. This was a room you could walk around in. Never released this, never did a stream on it, never did a video on it.
That's dope.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna have to break out the Commodore 64 because it leads to me doing weird stuff with code. And yeah, maybe we should bring this back because how cool would it be to hang out in like a circuit board
That's
for?
sick.
I don't know. And you could feed in like any image, and it would make it into a room that you could like navigate. That's cool. So perplexity or whatever, can't speak. Help me
I've been
find
dabbling in ideas with ESP32.
ESP32. Oh, right on. I love microcontrollers. Drop your ideas, PH. I'm curious. Yeah, we're gonna have to break out the. We're gonna have to break out some stuff here as well. There was a guy, something Tesla, that joined our Discord, and he has tons of experience doing embedded programming. So.
ESP32 is good.
You know, back when I was silly. Back when I was silly and like an adult or whatever, but I was young. I implemented
security cameras, etc.
I implemented a vaporizer controller in C on an Arduino that I could control remotely from work. I don't partake in any of that stuff now, but I did this when I was younger. I did it so I could preheat the vape, so when I got home it was ready. And yeah, I had to figure out how to record, you know, the infrared signals from a remote controller for the vape in order to retransmit them. And that was back when Radio Shack was open, so I was able to go pick up what I needed from there, like you know, an IR receiver, and I think I broke the remote to get, or broke a remote to get an IR LED out of it. Yeah, you do so much with so little. And I don't think I used sockets. I think it was a serial interface to the computer.
Implementing tech to react with actual devices is insane.
Yeah, code in the real world. Yes. I mean, like real world, like actually like controlling physical things just beyond the screen. I totally agree. I thought I had a video on YouTube that was hidden. That was like, you know, my channel's 17 years old. There might be a video on my channel that's buried that I've not released. We'll see if I can find it. Let me just have a wee look.
I want an infrared camera from a Caddy or a BMW.
You know, before they put I don't know if it's a polarizer or filters on the cell phone cameras, you could detect if someone had like a camera, because it would pick up the IR, you know, for the night vision. I used it just to check if my remote batteries were good.
I made a car with motors and ESP32 when I was 19.
Oh, that's badass. Ooh, dogs ripping cords. Get out of here. Lucy, come on. They get stressed out and they'll run into the cords, and then they'll get scared, and then everything gets ripped out. It's dangerous for these dogs. Go. I've had Lucy since I was 18. She is old as hell. I'm pretty sure she has dementia, but she's still hanging in. Doing.
Recognition on car cameras could be clutch, though would be used for civilian surveillance also. Face.
Oh, you guys want to see something
when you
that...
are going to give us your house tour in the live face with tears of joy, grinning face with sweat.
Fun stuff.
I'm gonna have to clean it up, but I got something to show you guys real quick. So this was 60 years ago. I think this is private on my channel.
I still need to build a drone.
16 years ago, but built a music
Tired of
search
the
engine.
Converter thefts.
Built a music search engine that scraped Tumblr. I actually made the crawlers in PHP. And yeah, you could basically come in here and search for any song, and didn't host any of the song files on the server, just the links. So technically it wasn't illegal to do, at least at the time. But yeah, like you could type, because it was Tumblr, it was actually hosting it, so people would upload music to their Tumblrs or whatever. I never even actually used it. I just figured out that they had MP3 files on there because they'd upload music, and literally I could just build my own little music player, build my own little search engine for it, so you could search any of these songs you wanted, play it, and download it. That was probably like where I went a little bit too far with it. And there was
Tumblr, yup, I have used.
Yeah. Well, I built a music search engine for it.
Face with tears of joy.
Did you ever upload music to it?
This is sick.
If you see up there, it says Messenger plugin. It's because I had an MSN Messenger plugin. So MSN was like, you know,
Make it live
AOL or
again.
Yahoo Chat. Right, John Pass.
I miss project
what-
playlist.
What did it say here? TuneBin is a service created by a young, innovative web developer who wanted to create a simple, clean service to get what you want directly. With that in mind, Graham and myself built a platform to make projects like that possible. I had an email address, and that's hilarious.
I think you should make something like this, Face with tears of joy, for Spotify.
You know, there's a company in Miami that there's so many stories, but the company was called Sanzari, and Gray and I went down there and we were coding at the
That would be
event,
awesome.
implementing this client live, and they were so confused, man, because they're like, what the hell? I wish I had the like foresight to like record it. It would be fun to build a scraper though.
Sin Daddy.
Sanzari. Let's see if it's still about. It was kind of like Pandora Music or Spotify, but for the Latin market.
Saudi.
Let's see. Wow. Shut it. They're no longer open anymore. Despite its innovations in music intelligence, Sanzari eventually ceased
I
operations
have
as
heard
no
about
longer
this,
an
Face with
active
tears
company.
of joy.
Yeah. Oh, it was established in Miami, Florida. Guys, I'm telling you, see? I was there for it.
It's no longer exist.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool though. At the very least, we can document some of this stuff I've experienced just by talking about it here. Yeah. Crazy. Okay, it's in a playlist on my channel. If you take a look at my channel, I've set up playlists, and this is code from my childhood. I'm gonna pop more stuff up there as I find it. It's not narrated stuff, it's literally just raw clips.
Boom. Next cloud deployed by a button.
Oh, that's handy. Alright, let's take a look at chat. I know I missed some. Ooh.
Founder is
Crawling
missing, rolling
Spotify.
on the floor laughing.
I've enjoyed the stream, thanks for having me. Time to go to bed, downcast face with sweat.
Yes, Lord. I'll be back on earlier tomorrow night. And cheers for swapping by, man. It was good.
How do I share screen up in here?
Let's see. How can we do this? Because obviously I can't just let anyone share in this room.
Were you using RSVP streaming in the music player you made? Always a great time.
But PH, what I think we could do is if you went in another room, then you'd be able to share your screen. I'll be able to check out my screen and pull it over. Yeah, same with Sunload. Keep an eye out for you, buddy. Trex and PH can attest to that. What you got to show us, PH? Was I using RSVP streaming
OS.
music query made? Oh.
What's going back there in the TV?
That's a good
Decide to
question.
join Lock Lake.
Alright, PH, yeah, just go ahead and share in there. I'm going to log in with another account that doesn't block you from sharing. I'll pull up on my screen. Let me see here. I'm going to have to... Let's open in Chrome, so I'll do it in Firefox. Give me a second. One thing...
81F9CFD9C7BF joined downtown.
I need to
think he can
disable
share his
that.
screen.
81F9CFD9C7BF joined Lock Lake.
No, he can share it in Kynto. Like, I'm fine sharing the technology. I just didn't want anyone to be able to share it in the main stream room because, you know, they could come in and share pictures of hot dogs or something. All right, cool. He's sharing it. Cool. I see your screen, PH. Make sure everything's clean. I'll pull you over. All right. I trust you. Here we go. This is PH sharing his screen using Kynto. So, I like the control panel. And I can see you're accessing it via your local IP. And your stream is coming. Your screen share is coming through really good. So, just so you guys know how this technology works, he's sharing his screen right in Kynto, which is a website where we're all chatting, where you see the avatars, and it's coming in smooth for me. Like, I'm sure you see it. It's coming in good. All right. We got to change wallpaper. Do you have any Dockers? Do you have any containers running? All right, let's take a look what you got there. Man, look how cool your CPU is compared to my computers. It's burning. All right, he says yes. Airdrop, does that emulate airdrop? What's that about? Oh, that probably uses their own app, right? You transmit. So okay, so you could install like a torrent downloader and all that stuff. Oh, we might have to take a look at this when I install it, see how they implemented it. I'm curious if they did that with webrtc or if they did like a server solution. Oh, you're running a VM in Zima as well. That's clean. Or is that your host machine that you're running it in? I'm curious. Oh, you're literally running it in it. Badass.
But what if some weirdos came and share something that can lead you to problems?
Truex edits, that's why no one can share it in the stream on the actual chat here. PH is in a separate room, and the only reason we can see it is because I'm logged in there. So we take a look at this. I'm actually in a different room, and you'd have to be invited to be able to do this. Great concern though, and PH could still totally blow up the channel, but I know he doesn't want to do that, so. Interesting. So it sets up a tunnel. It's probably setting up a SSHI. Not I, it would be a tunnel. Nice. So you're doing your security through Pi-hole. This is sick. What is Grafana? Yeah, that's my main concern, Truex, and that's why no one can share in the mainstream room.
What's Grafana and Pi-hole?
Yeah, I don't know what Grafana. Oh, it's a CID pipeline, something like
Join
Jenkins or
past, join
something.
stream new.
Interesting. All right, we're gonna take a look into that. It might be like a code pipeline type thing. All right, let me do some Google on the side here.
About Angular, are you making any progress?
Oh, it's a Grafana. Oh, we use the Grafana at the company to work at. It's like a monitoring company. So you could set up a monitor to check if Kynto's up or not, and if it's not up, like have it like notify you or track that. Perfect. That's actually really handy to have. So you could, I'd totally use that.
Joined 8-bit dreams.
Well, you've sold me on Zima PH. And I assume you've set up like a sample equivalent. Have you mapped it to like File Explorer on your Windows or your Linux, so you can just drop stuff in your you know, your Explorer windows, like just use it as part of as a mounted drive essentially. Yeah, your CPU's running cool. You've got nice cooling on that machine.
Joint Pass says hi.
Joint Pass, welcome. We see you in there. Is this like an other Grafana type deal? What is this? I'm curious, what does the Docker container manager look like? Because I know you can spin up VMs in it, but like if you just want to spin up a Docker image, what's that look like? So PH says, Uptime Kuma monitors my website uptime. Okay. From what I gather, Grafana does something similar there. But yeah, I want to see the Docker setup here. Okay. This is cool. I think we're going to do a little long form video at SPH Designs because you're giving us a nice little tour of Zima. Appreciate that. Ooh, Plex, my friend's a big user of that. Yeah, let's have a look. See if Docker Compose is on there. Docker space Compose. It's important for me to be able to spin up, because you have Docker, you know, images, and I guess we could just use, I use Compose to create them. Okay, let's click that. I want to take a look at add container as application actually. Okay, cool. So you could upload an image. Does it give you any other options? All right, network bridge, all the stuff you need.
MariaDB face with tears of joy, sister of MongoDB.
Ah, okay, good to know. And also, so is DynamoDB by AWS. I like it. Pretty handy. Let's see what.
Why not
container?
JS?
Do you have anything to monitor the containerized apps you've already installed? Like I seen you had a Docker UI manager. I'm just curious to see what sort of info you could pull. Okay. All right. So you okay? Got you. Ooh, look at that. That's like your HT top, your top terminal apps. Very nice. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Definitely spinning this up. You could use this to literally manage the Kynto containers. Be interesting. Good. The RAID setup. That's what I was talking about. You need that for a good as setup if you want to set up replication.
We can
So
use
that makes
N8N.
sense. Let me take a look at N8N. And folks that are just tuning into this, PH Designs, brilliant contributor here, has given us a tour at zbuilt OS, which I'm actually setting up as a NAS solution here myself. I was already interested, more interested now. I'm curious, like if they push updates, like how much of a pain is it to actually manage your ZMOS install? Does it just do it automatically, or does it have like a little panel you go to like, you know, update your Zima install or any of the apps or containers you have installed? Like kind of like, I'm curious if it's like, is Windows Update equivalent in there?
Auto, but they are still stabilizing the updater for the OS.
Goldrank asked on Twitch if anyone has a DE account. I think that's Germany, right? I guess for Hubble. Alright. I think that was a tour. That was brilliant, PH. So guys, that was all for the... Okay, cool. Oh, that's it. Alright. Must be in... Okay, check, then update. Got you. Perfect. You know, it's funny because like I could set it up so you could literally install a Kynto server of your own right through something like this. That'd be hilarious.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, cheers, Joint Pass. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you back. And just so you know, Joint Pass, there is a Discord. If you click on my profile, you can click on, you know, my profile, get the links. Join the Discord if you can, because you get notifications when we go live. And just try to build up, you know, people that appreciate talking tech.
Are you going?
No, I'm still here. I just definitely want to get folks on the Discord if possible. And folks, this is all through Kynto, so this little avatar system you see we're chatting through, it's literally how PH is shown as a screen. You can see it right in the UI here. This is built using webrtc, which is literally built into every single web browser that's available.
I just heard by rolling on the floor laughing, so came running if you are going or something.
One speed test is for the system I'm on and one for the server.
Oh, that's clean. And the cool thing about webrtc is technically we have a peer-to-peer connection. So I'm literally connected to PH Designs screen share here. And there is a memory leak that occurs, like if you leave it running for like 24 hours, that I have to figure out. But it's kind of a painful to debug.
Have many things to learn as well.
Isn't this cool though, being able to, you know, literally
That's
show and tell?
Speed.
Okay, got you, got you. Yeah, that's a good ping for Battlefield too. All right, PH, you have to keep us updated on what you, what you end up installing in your setup here. Because I know half the fun
really
is
good.
Oh, that's major good. What's your ping, Trevex? Nice.
Face blue, wide eyes.
Yeah, there's an advantage to self-hosting your own stuff like this, that's for sure. Alright.
It's 25 RN.
That's not bad. Appreciate the tour, PH.
I'm running copper cables direct on a Asus router.
Badass. Are you think copper's enough, or like you think you'll go fiber someday? Guys, power of WebRTC, just can't get over it. And PH, you're the first person that's ever used this system to like show something to me or anyone else in here that wasn't like a direct friend or family member. So thank you for the clean tour, and yeah, really showing it work. And for the tour for Zemo West.
I can't do fiber because they only offer 1G speed in my woods. Anytime.
I need to code like an applaud command so we could give an applause. Gold rank, if you're still with us on Twitch, did you get on the Habbo Hotel Origins? I'm just curious.
But I am set up to expand fiber laser connections.
Yeah, that's beast.
No delay, no lagging, no stuttering. It was really smooth. The sharing system is really amazing.
I appreciate that, Truex. 100%. And yeah, it's one of the most important things about me building this system is there's a couple of benefits by using WebRTC. The first one is literally just speed, and there's also security, and then there's also just cost, not pushing it to a server. And the cool thing is, it's like, yeah, you know, obviously the screen is being screen captured by my system and pushed out to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, but that's offloading all the bandwidth costs, all that stuff, to services that aren't me. So, yeah, it doesn't get any better. Like, YouTube spends an exorbitant amount to make it possible for you to watch live streams and videos. Why they built data centers everywhere.
For screen capturing what you are using.
Correct edits, I coded my own system. So just like how you've seen, you can screen capture with the peer-to-peer system. Well, I also coded it so I can screen capture the same method, but it's not peer-to-peer. It creates a RTMP stream.
Expansion with unmanaged and managed switches.
And by producing an RTMP stream, like watch, if I click it, it lets me select my window, that's my local host, so this one's not active. And I click it, then it literally shoots it off to my Nginx server, which splits it up, puts it to Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. So originally I used OBS for all this, but my whole goal here is to make a web-based OBS in a sense that's like user-driven, way more configurable. So.
And for normal recording, other than streaming?
That I do rely on OBS for to just do a record of the stream.
Oh, I can also spin up ducts and links in here.
I do have the capability, if you take a look at this, if I share my screen or camera in here, I can come here, I have a record button. It lets me record, but it's using, you know, it's sort of recording in the browser. So I don't trust it to run a 3-hour stream. When I click stop recording, it takes that media stream, grabs it all into an array buffer, and then converts it into MP4, and then I literally get a download, and I can, you know, play it and open it in VLC. So I already have a solution for it. I just haven't trusted it to rely on it for my streams yet. Come on, computer, what are you doing?
For
See,
normal
it
screen
works.
recording, have you also added something in Kynto?
Yeah, so I'll literally demonstrate that now, just like I recorded my camera. Check this out. So I'm gonna click share desktop. I'll share my entire screen over here, which is this guy, I think. All right, so I'm sharing it, right? If you were in the room,
download till I set up WireGuard because Spectrum threatened me.
if you were in the room, you would also see this, but I could come in here and click record. And like, say I click around and I'm looking at stuff, you know, just doing my normal streams. Once I'm done, I can come back, click stop recording, and it'll take that array buffer, dump it, convert it into a file. And this is all happening without going to a server. This is all in the browser. This is all
And the
JavaScript.
quality is super high.
Let's take a look. This was all generated from the browser. I can bump it up higher, but you tell me how to look. All from the browser, no downloads. All right, taking a look at chat. Oh, I've got in trouble from Comcast before, but mainly because my bloody, you know, I had a roommate a couple years ago.
Quality
He was
is
bad
amazing.
with the downloads. Sweet. Yeah. Maybe this will be the start of actually doing features, videos documenting these features in detail.
I am really going to use this for sure.
Badass, Truex. What the hell, you really got the threat, Truex.
I miss Comcast, haha.
Oh man, yeah, before Xfinity came and bought them out. Yeah, Comcast is what I use too. That's funny. I still have the Comcast email address. You know when you log in to pay your bill? It's the Comcast one.
Yeah, and Truex, like you can screen record without downloading anything, which is handy. Yeah. It's actually really, if any folks have a Steam Deck,
One too.
it's really nice to be able to share gameplay with someone. I've used it to do that before. No kidding. You used to get a lot with like a Comcast package because it like it felt like the internet included TV. Even if you didn't get cable to your house, you could like watch the shows on Comcast's website. But now they like actually like filter it out if you don't pay for the cable package, which is kind of shite. Let's see. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna activate kick chat here. We do have like heavy AI moderation, but it's curious.
True, and they encrypt everything now.
Yeah. And you even deal with that like if you do like a capture card over HDMI. Like say you capture the output of your cable box to HDMI, there's DRM built right into it, DRM. Of course you'd expect that when you do screen recording, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I think all that started like really when I noticed it was Sony with the PS3, like Blu-rays. They really didn't want people.
My avatar is rolling on the floor laughing, sleeping.
Yeah, it's deed. I think we're gonna redo our title and description. Truex, I know you gave me some feedback on the Discord for that. I think it's time. I've not got many subscribers tonight, which is interesting.
Sure.
Ooh, okay, I was doing something here. Let's see. Come on, what are you doing?
We at least need 15 to 20 newcomers daily that can spread the word.
Yeah. You know what we really need? Is folks to share us on Twitter and Reddit. That would really help out. Reddit specifically because we'd start showing up when people Google stuff. If you're like me, like I used to filter my searches by Reddit. Like if I wanted real human responses, I would type, you know, whatever technology I was interested in, plus Reddit afterwards. Reddit. Oh, no kidding, Truex. Appreciate it. I'm curious, where did you drop it? That's awesome. And I think the key things to mention on Reddit shares is like, you know, this chat works in PSP. You know, there's avatars. I think those are the two main things. But yeah, that's huge. I appreciate that. And thank you for telling that.
Reddit share really works.
Yeah, if I was like just a general tech YouTuber, I would pick this up and check it out. Be like, what the hell? Computers are locked up. What's going on here?
Are you working on Angular or not?
I didn't this weekend, but I am. Yeah. I had a nice social weekend. It was sorely needed. But yeah. The main thing for the Angular project, since I already decided we're going to do the VOD service in Next.js, we have to actually pick a pet project to do with Angular. Is there any suggestions? Is there anything you'd like to see me, you know, code in Angular? And I expect our YouTube stream tomorrow night will pick up just more random people, even though it was only a short break of 2 nights. It always drops off a wee bit. I mean, it could also just be it's early in the week.
I think you should do that. Really helpful to you.
Yeah. As I mentioned, I did meet that chick and go to the botany garden. It was awesome. And yeah. But the key thing is having a little pet project to code in it. I'm not going to like re-implement the entire Kynto UI in Angular, so we have to think of like a one-time thing to code in Angular, and then I can just hammer it out like, you know, I code this stuff here. So just need a suggestion, like what should we build in Angular? See, everything I want to do is like really big. We would just do like an image uploader or something small, like an image gallery, image uploader. Like go back to basics. Just have it upload to S3.
What things can be done through Angular really need a serious research on that first.
UX edits, essentially anything that you could imagine on the internet.
It's not like, you know, super graphical can be done in Angular. It's like this, the same way I built the user interface here. All this stuff, this is all done in React. I could do the same thing in Vue, or I could do the same thing in Angular. So that's, you know. Any website, like this could be done in Angular. This, not really. This is Canvas and WebGL, but yeah.
Is it
I
like
hope you get the
React?
idea. Yeah, exactly. For the reason I never like used it in my own projects. I used it years and years ago for a couple of jobs. Just like what it says here, it's very opinionated.
User-friendly.
I think it's more developer friendly in the sense, yeah, it's more like you can, it's less opinionated, if that makes sense. And React with the virtual DOM is even technically faster than Angular, so for some reasons I just never cared about it too much, but we do have a job on the line and we could benefit. But to be fair, I never worked with Vue in a day in my life, and I told my last employer that. And they're like, well, you're very good with React. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you'll figure it out. And I'm like, good, that's exactly how I do things. And it worked out fine. I got 5-6 years of experience in Vue in the last gig. I think like an image uploader in gallery would be a fun little project. Like think Imager. Because we could hammer that out this week. Like essentially just building. Like ideally I just want to be working on Kynto, but I'm not, I don't see any way it adds value to Kynto at this time. So we'd have to build a separate service. Well, I shouldn't be just scrolling Imager on a bloody live stream. It's dangerous.
Have you made any YouTube shorts, especially like the ideas I was talking about?
No, because as I said, I took the weekend off, but that is high on the list. Maybe that Angular would be a good one to do for that. No, you've got good ideas, Struex.
Let me find some ideas for the Angular one.
Please, suggestions is literally what I
can
need.
spin up WP.
Yeah, that's what I was saying at PH Designs. Running your WordPress installs in containers. Not only is it like easier to manage, easier to update, but it's also bloody safer. Like if you know WordPress is so prone to getting rooted, like it just takes all that. I wouldn't trust it 100%, but like it's better than not, is what I'm saying. This is so similar to...
This will go great with my tunnel.
Appreciate you, Troy. Getting me on topic here too. How do you mean pH? Explain. That's what I really wanted to do, is look at some Angular projects. Organization of how you build a project is always extremely important, especially if you want to build something that's scalable. Spec file, what's that about?
Would make it easier to deploy in a hurry.
100%. So we should take a look at the Angular core libraries. I know a bunch is included with it. It's more closer to like Next.js than it would be React, because it also does compose the backend aspect as well, I believe. See, this drives me crazy with bloody TypeScript, man. Like the use of any, the use of wildcards for types. It's just, you just end up with more crud in your code. But I understand it, I get it. But
multi-sites in one WP install and then tunnel to domains with redirects.
I get how you're thinking pH design. So that's where definitely containers will come in handy, because if one of your multi-sites gets, well, multi-sites are still prone to it, but you can have multiple different containers. You just operate your own multi-site solution. So if one gets rooted, it doesn't affect any others. I had it was dumb, but I had multiple WordPresses installs set up on like a VM like 6 years back. One of the people managing one of the sites didn't know what the hell they were doing and installed malicious code, and it caused chaos. I'm even ashamed of admitting that I had multiple WordPress installs set up like that, but I did. It's an interesting thing to note with Angular is I don't know if this is specific to Angular, but they organize types by an additional extension. I would just typically use folders to segregate, but maybe this is unique just to this, I'm not sure. It's funny between Vue, React, and Angular, like they all have their own little syntax for echoing out a bloody variable into your HTML. They're all similar but different. Alright, not too crazy. Let's see, we'll use Tailwind. It doesn't make any decisions for your CSS, right? Like we can just leverage Tailwind, I assume. It should be good. We'll use Tailwind for our styling. I'm done with Bootstrap, bloody hell. I used Tailwind for the last 5 years at my past job, and it was beautiful to use. Yeah, I appreciate that. Spend less time writing styles, more time just laying out your components. Do people prefer to use NPM or YARN with Angular? I'm curious. NPM. This is cool. We get to kind of experience this fresh. So. Grab a wee drink here, I'll be right back.
Holy moly, I've never felt WP this fast.
Getting on that good stuff.
This is amazingly fast.
That's right, I broke my bloody opener. Shite. Well, that will do it. Oh wow, YouTube is not sending one over tonight, is it? That's alright.
I should have showed you net data.
Tell us about net data, PH.
It's a great monitoring tool.
Was it bundled in the main install, or did you go ahead and install it as an app?
Yes.
Zima. Okay.
I installed his app.
I have to convert that image file to an ISO so I can install it, PH. I wish they just had a ISO available. It's kind of annoying, but it's worth it. This is for Windows.
But it'll monitor nodes and the interface is clean.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a wee look here.
What are your thoughts on synthesizer?
What do you mean, Truex?
Using 25% of my RAM. Time to upgrade.
Haha. It's probably WordPress that's eating your RAM up, man. Curious.
Music synthesizer using Angular.
That's a good point, Truex. We wouldn't really get
Let's
to
see
use
if it
Angular.
drops when I stop service.
We wouldn't get to use Angular too much because with the way I implemented the synthesizer in React, we're essentially using an API that's built into the browser. So, you know, that's agnostic. And if you look at this, it's only 244 lines of a React component. So there's not a huge opportunity to really leverage React in that instance, but that was a great suggestion. I mean, we could just do it. We could just, that would probably be a good YouTube short coding this because it's small. I guess I'm just saying like I want something bigger, but I think that this might be a good alternative. We could do we could just do that. So it'll take what I've done here and code it in Angular. Yeah, let us know, PH. I'm curious.
Reddit clone using Angular thinking face.
Oh, there you get me, baby. Yeah, something like that's a little bit more. Do I have to pay for the API? I see they made changes.
Only used 1% after closing 3 services. It dropped to 23%.
Oh, bloody hell. If you take a look at your monitoring screen that was top or HT top, see what service was like burning up your CPU. I'm curious. It might be the system itself or it might be the VM. It's probably the Ubuntu
rolling on the
VM.
floor laughing. It's really a big project if you start from scratch.
That's true, Truex, but even that we could break down in just a couple of things. Like the first thing is we just need the ability to, you know, read a subreddit of all the threads in it, and then be able to click that to open up the threads and see the posts. So it could just be like a read-only version. But yeah. I don't even have a USB drive available.
Yes, it would ask for money.
Okay, that's good to know. What can we do with YouTube live chat then instead?
Face with tears of joy.
It was the VM. I'm at 10% after shutting down Ubuntu VM.
Yeah, good call, PH. I thought as much. Truex edits. What about this? What was if we just built? Let me open this up in a tab. What if we built? Because I want to be work more with the
chess game
YouTube
Angular.
API. Oh, that's fun. I like that. My other option was to build just like a YouTube page.
CPU was at
Our
5%.
own,
It doesn't go much higher unless under load of transfer or traffic.
We wouldn't code our own YouTube player or anything, but like essentially replicate this. So you know you can load in the video, you see the live chat and any comments under it. That would be a fun project. We could get some benefit out of it because I would just get more exposure to the YouTube API. We could expand it because I know how to pull captions for videos, so we could use that to feed into AI to like summarize videos, summarize live chat and stuff. So what do you think about that? But I like the chess idea. I've not coded a chess game from scratch, although I did start. Let me see. You see, I started coding a chess game in Kynto. I never finished it.
How come MMOs fall off so much?
That's a great question. You know, there's some that just don't as well. Like Ultima Online was online for years. Pardon the pun. But yeah, that's the thing. Rage Zone, the form is like
API free.
Truex said it, so kind of like you've seen me run out of API tokens before, right? So that is a problem. They give you 10,000 tokens a day you could use, but yeah, technically I guess it's free. But I would probably have to spin up a separate Google account because I don't want to risk our live chat situation. So I'd set up another Google account, generate API keys on that, and like I still need to hook up a credit card to it, but it doesn't charge it, I don't think. We need to do a chess stream though. I'm not too good at it, but I know how to play it, and that was really fun when I did that. I had all sorts of random people come in the stream. It was before anyone was interested in seeing what I was coding. They were just interested in seeing a rookie play chess, and they enjoyed the fact, like, you know, I could hear what they were saying. And then I had a friend play me in the chess as well, and it was funny because they were like, try to trip us up and help. It was really funny. It was probably about 6 months ago now, maybe even more, that stream happened, because I was streaming for a long time where like no one was chatting. PH Designs, you were one of the earliest people that came on, and like
what about
even
chess
stuck around.
using Angular from scratch?
Yeah, I like that Truex, it is. It'll be a little bit of a struggle, so it'll be a fun one. We'll put it up in the GitHub when done. I like it. Instead of using Canvas or WebGL, we'll literally just use devs. So that makes sense.
Heck yeah, first generation YouTube homie, haha.
Hell yeah, PH. You're OG. Yeah, when I seen you pop up, I don't know, it was like a month ago again, I'm like, hell yeah, PH is back. Because you kept checking in, you know, every so often. Yeah, it's really cool. I remember one time, even the ex, like she heard it. We were chatting in here, and you know, like she heard me do the streams and like heard how, like, you know, she wanted it to work out. She was the one that was encouraging me to do it in the first place. And she's like, yeah, I just heard like the office come alive, like the speakers were playing out the chats and stuff, and I'm like, hell yeah. And you were the big reason for that night, so that was dope. And it's cool because you can go back in the YouTube history and see that. Hey PH, you remember when you came across the streams in the first place? Because it was a while ago. Like 6, 7, 8 months ago? Am I wrong?
Heck yeah. I'm happy to be part of it.
Hell yeah. We
Yeah,
got Truex
ago.
as well now. Yeah. So Truex is a suggestion where we go with chess. I'm still going to put the image uploader in gallery as an option. And we're also going to put Truex's suggestion down for the keyboard synthesizer, just because that would be a quick one we could code. We could hammer that out. Like,
I don't
we could
know,
hammer that in a
but
stream.
I see a lot of people rolling on the floor laughing they don't do much, just start streaming chess for 2 to 3 hours daily, and now they're monetized too.
Dude, I know. And like, I'm happy for them and stuff, but it's like, man, I'm over here building this like system from scratch and stuff. Like, you guys get it.
I remember FL Girl supporting you and popping in before you had 3K subs.
Yeah, yeah. And she was. I appreciate her support. I wouldn't. I don't think I would be streaming if it wasn't for her. So that's cool. And vice versa. I mean, one of the main reasons I built all these streaming tools into Kynto.
I think you had like 1.3K subs when I found you.
Oh no shit. Well, one of the reasons I built the system in the first place is because she couldn't stream from her phone onto YouTube because you needed like 1,000 subscribers at that time, and she didn't have it. So I created this whole system so she could do portrait streams right from her phone, and that's what became Kynto WebRTC streaming. And yeah, so it was give and take on that. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I had that issue with TikTok.
Man, talk about TikTok. It's impossible for me to get followers on there. I got 2 followers on TikTok. Sunlord's one of them. Cheers, Sunlord. Seriously. Because that's one of the live chats I wanted to code support for was TikTok. So I'm like, oh, this could be explosive on TikTok. But I can't do it because I don't have enough subscribers.
For 1K bot subs.
No kidding. Wow. Yeah, because I would love to code the TikTok live chat into Kynto. Like, how crazy would that be? Like, obviously, we probably wouldn't use it for these development streams, but it would be a fun way to try and get Kynto out there. But I can't code it because I don't have enough followers to even do a live stream in the first place. So that's why we've not done it.
TikTok is blocked in some territories.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I paid like $25.
Oh, no kidding. You know, as someone that streams on YouTube, I wouldn't say I would do such a thing, but that's good to know. As you know, yeah, can't be.
That's because China and America keep silently hacking each other.
Oh man, it's straight up war right now.
It's a security concern to them.
I won't get into details, but I think let's just say a country that's a big ally with America in the Middle East. I think they own it now, but I could be wrong. I'm not. I didn't get to validate any sources or anything.
Especially since you are getting most of your views from India, I think you should not bother to TikTok grinning face with sweat.
True X edits, the main thing is just coding more live chat implementations and getting more people to see Kynto. Like ideally, I'd like to get more views like in the West as well, like you know Western Europe, Central Europe, and America and Canada, Australia. But ideally, I want this, you know, to be a YouTube thing. That's where we got the most support anyway. But as you see, it's not up to me if it grows or not. All I can do is show up, build. Interesting.
I think you should change your timing to get more views from our region.
Do you have any suggestions on that, Truex edits? Like what a good schedule would be to keep here? And who do you mean's like the VIP, the voice IP champs? I'm not following PH. I'm operating at like 10% tonight. Oh, but one cool thing Truex said is I did get the power
They
adapter
are
for the
everything
camera.
phone systems, in other words. In India.
Oh, okay, yeah. One of the first jobs I ever had was, funny enough, was in that industry, but it was for for people that wanted to call a number to get beehives removed from their yard or house. A guy made a ton of money because he would take the calls and then farm them out to bee removers, people with beehives, and he would charge them for the leads. So he'd get the call. I coded a system that would redirect it to, like, if you called in Florida, it would redirect you to someone in your county, and he would charge like $100 for the lead. And I had to code a panel in PHP that let you track that stuff, so you could actually charge them for it and bill them for it. And yeah, that was one of the first. That was one of the first times I was flown across the country for work.
Wow.
And it was just, yeah. If you look it up, it was called Adkins Bee Removal. I was like, shittiest site as well, but he was really good with the SEO. He hit every single county, every single city, and the worst part was, like, instead of like having that stuff dynamic where you have like a database with a list of cities and states, and would generate those pages and a sitemap, and then Google would crawl it. He literally had the programmer before me copy the entire site for every single county, every single city. So if you wanted to update like the header, you'd have to do it to like all these different files for like. It was dude, I had to write code to update the code. It was that bad. Bad. But he made money with it. And it's a perfect example how you could have something that's
Face screaming
PH, absolute
Crazy.
horror. But a great example of like how terrible code and even terrible architecture, terrible everything, you can still have an extremely
Rolling on the
profitable
floor
business. Yeah. PH says, I worked for this team that once used Citrix systems, and they had Inogen ministry networks and stuff. Oh, no kidding. I did a website for a mega church once. Yeah.
It's all about money, and that's it. Rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, Truex edits. I've never connected with that. Never connected with that. Like, if I had a business mind, I would have monetized all sorts of different aspects of what we have here, and I'm sure I would not be wanting for anything. Some people call it bloody autism. I just call it how I do things. All that stuff's crazy. It's just I've never got to read.
Said old people.
Wow. Oh wow, I didn't even think about that. Why they would be the masters of VoIP. That's funny. I didn't connect the dots, but yeah, that makes sense. There was a channel on YouTube called Jim Brown, and he documents the hell out of all that stuff. What the hell is playing in my head? But Truex, the camera should never turn off now unless I have a power cut. We have a permanent solution, and I did buy the lens, so I'm not borrowing my friends anymore. So we're fully up now.
Is that the guy that exposes the scammers?
Yes, yeah, and he does a really good job at it. And it covers the guys that reverse the screen share controls. When you have old people.
Computers and cameras, LOL.
Yeah, exactly.
He even docks them.
Yeah, pull up their own security system, log into their computers, pull up all their files. It's crazy.
Dude is mad good face with tears of joy.
Yeah, mad respect.
I unsubbed from Cyber News.
Why PH? Oh, no kidding, Truex. 6 to 10 p.m. Interesting. Yeah, because an
Trolls kept
ideal
making
world,
me mad when I commented.
in an ideal world, I'd actually, like,
Toxic crap.
at the very least, like to be getting on at 10 p.m. EST. But, yeah, I've always wanted to do the earlier streams, but I could pull up my stats. But part of the problem is like, I'm not doing early streams, so that's when, you know, obviously my stats reflect that. That's when my audience isn't on. But 6 to 10 p.m. That's interesting. Yeah, that would cover Europe. What we
You
could
can
do
start
is
10
try.
PM, that's also good.
Yeah.
I'll miss
We'll
AI
aim for
Joe.
that. We'll aim for that and start pushing back a wee bit. AI Joe.
Dark Knight says hey.
Dark Knight, hello buddy, how are you? I don't follow Cyber News, but I was aware of them, PH. But yeah, we'll aim for 10 p.m. tomorrow. Since this,
How are
you know,
you?
I hang out anyway
How
for
is
a
the
while.
progress?
Should work out.
Yeah, AI Joe is hilarious.
Dark Knight, we're just getting started back on the
Where
week.
were you rolling on the floor laughing, Dark Knight?
My last stream was Friday night, but we're back at it. Try to remember what I coded then. Oh, that's right. I coded the background music player. So we've got one more thing we have to get rid of in OBS. I think that's the main thing. We talked a little bit about Angular. And
LOL at Truex edits. I am in college here to give me OA for a comapney.
what's the 08?
Mega Bowl Country Fried Chicken. Online assessment.
Okay, got you. Yeah, can you tell I didn't go to college?
What's OA man really curious? How?
How's that going though? Are you doing all right in your courses?
I did at Ty says bro WA sup.
Hey, welcome back, bud. How are you?
I'm only certified in free code camp face with tears of joy. And yeah, I am
Zero
prepping for
steps.
SQL, DSA,
That's
and
funny.
aptitude questions.
Dark Knight, I'm so curious, like what the sort of questions you get in these tests, along with like the sort of study materials. So please feel free to let us know like what sort of books or yeah, let us know about your coursework as it goes, because that's helpful to folks here that, you know.
What comes in aptitude? Really helpful for us as well.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like profit loss, percentages, mixture, and allegations, data interpretation. A lot to explain face with tears of joy.
Yeah, a lot to unpack there, Dark Knight. Share it with the class.
Shocked.
That's brilliant.
AHM, that's so much of hard work rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah. What's your
I want
major
to
in?
create my own ad algorithm.
Right on page.
AI says there is no proof that it listens to us, but that's a lie.
Man, I can't say. If I talk
Dark Knight,
about
good going, man. Amazing. If you are doing this much, really appreciate.
I was just going to say
Don't even search
PH.
ads I see.
Exactly. I'll talk about like a device and I'll see like an ad on Facebook for it like that same night. 100, not even have it open. It's
Thanks,
interesting.
Truex Edits. Red Heart.
One 100% Dark Knight. And you've got a leg up as well because not only are you in school, you know, picking this stuff up, but you actually are interested in it. I'm sure you have a lot
I
of
breach it down
classmates
like
that
speech-to-text processing.
a lot of classmates are not as interested in the technology as you might be. One 100%. And PH designs, I'd even go as far to say as monitoring your camera, like object
Keywords
detection.
being imported as trigger words real time.
Say you walk by a store and you have your phone out, or walk by an aisle in Best Buy or wherever. That's all good content for ad suggestions.
Yeah, they do.
At Codeloch tomorrow 10 p.m. right thinking face.
Truex Edits, yes. I should probably set an alarm for like 9 to be ready for it. But yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. And I'll still be going late. You know, it might be like a really long stream because now I have an actual physical cable plugged into the camera, so we have constant power to the camera
Codeloch,
now.
I will see you next time. Sorry for not staying for long. I have to prepare for TS. Let's hope I do well.
100% Dark Knight. We've got your fingers crossed, and thank you for stopping in, showing your support, buddy. We're rooting for you.
It is a patented design for sure. I saw the patent.
Oh. Yeah, the patents
Face
give a lot
fusion
away,
tongue out.
PH. The patents give a lot away.
Thanks, Truex Edits. We'll see you all in next stream.
100% Dark Knight. What I'm probably going to do is set up an email list so it's easy for...
Trophy yellow smiling.
If we start building up an email list, we'll be able to keep people updated to this project for longer. We'll just start focusing on...
You ever used Shodan?
Shoden. I have not. What is that? Oh wow, ashwagandha extract? No. Listen, if this is what I think it is, I heard that ashwagandha was actually better for like female hormones.
And finding open cameras.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say. No, very interesting.
What's better?
Oh, I thought you were speaking about a herbal supplement. No, this is handy. Okay. I'll take this down because we could explore this a little bit. I'm sure the UK has an absolute shite ton of these cameras.
No doubt I loved finding New York cameras.
And you can just pull them up and look at them as well. Let's see. Oh, you have to log in.
Used to sleep to the noise and watch people walk around at 3 a.m.
Man, I love doing that with the beach cameras,
Yes, but
so
you
that's
gotta
good to
dig.
know. Okay, okay. Alright. I'll sign up for that off screen. But yeah, we'll check that out because that'll be handy, especially for Florida when we have hurricanes, obviously. It's good to have the cameras up down the coast. We've got
Oh
quite a bit of
yeah,
housekeeping
nature
to do
cameras are
here,
easy
so-
to find on there.
Right on.
Some services flag organizations' emails.
Make org email instead of going for straight normal Gmail. Is it?
I agree though.
Not really have the idea.
My clients used to annoy me with their Gmails on their website. I always thought it looked unprofessional.
What the hell? Amazon's S3 is not a cheap solution for backing up our
Oh, face
streams.
turquoise covering eyes.
No, we're looking at almost $100 a month just to get up what I have there. And because one of my ideas was to build an Angular app to categorize all my stream videos, so it'd be easier for editing if I was able to categorize things.
Nope,
And that would be a
Amazon is
useful thing
crazy
to
hungry.
code. No, it's super crazy. What alternatives, PH, Truex, do you guys know of for something that competes with S3 and doesn't cost that much? Bloody hell.
That's why I built my own server.
That might have to be the solution. Jeez.
The only thing Amazon need is money face with tears of joy.
Liquid Web is good but also expensive AF.
What the hell? Yikes.
My client pays me $175 for a dedicated server.
What sort of specs have you got on PH?
Six core, 256 GB HDD, but fully dedicated connection. I think 16 GB RAM.
I remember paying like $10 a month for
Windows
My
Server
personal is
back in
faster, LOL.
2008. Yeah, I can
That's
imagine.
actually a lot.
Yeah, it's true. Amazon's rough. And, you know, PH has to collect a wee bit of coin too for managing it, and if anything goes wrong, PH is the one that gets asked to fix it. Right, that's crazy.
Face with tears of joy.
Yeah.
But $10 is shared.
I had to use Windows back
Is
in the
chat
day
still
before
counted as 2?
Mono Framework was released. Yeah, Truex said it, so I'm not sure why. It's a very complex system. I've not
Fish orange wide eyes.
investigated, but we'll document that bug. We'll start documenting the
But
bugs
she
separate
needed
from
one
the
on the
features.
West Coast and dedicated because she sells 500K per year.
Oh yeah, well that's
German people are really nice.
I'd say that for like Dutch people
Indeed they
in
are.
general, honestly.
I'm half German, grinning, squinting face.
a lot of the English are originally from Germany.
Mostly Irish blood.
Anglo-Saxon is literally, they're literally from, I think,
Face
Scotland,
blue
Low
smiling.
Country. Oh, PH designs. When I was younger, my beard used to come in a bit ginger, but thankfully, I think that's self-corrected. Like, no ginger hairs, you can see, but it's definitely in my family. So is the green eyes. But I got the green eyes, but thankfully I'm not ginger. But the beard was coming in ginger for a bit. It's actually funny, man.
Haha, nothing wrong with a good old red beard.
Yeah. You can't hide the roots, but
There you go. Yeah, my dad's are blue, but my mum's are green. I'm taller than both of them.
Got gray
but
eyes
we're
rolling on
watching.
the floor laughing is my family genetic.
And here's an interesting thing too, like the eyes change like from what you are as a baby, because when I came into this world, I'm pretty sure they were blue. I'm
That's
colorblind,
dope.
but that's
Do
what I was
they
told.
change colors too?
Mine do a wee bit depending on the light, but I'm curious about Truex. You know, it's funny, we have more people watching on Twitch than we do YouTube tonight. It's never happened.
Gray eyes often change with mood from what I see in women.
Oh, no kidding. I don't even pay attention to what colour of the eyes of the girl went out this weekend. She was cool. I should start paying more attention. What the hell? What are you doing here?
Probably a good thing. Eyes are a window to the soul.
Oh, you mean I shouldn't scare her off by letting her see mine?
I try not to ever make eye contact.
I was like that when I was a kid. You know, I had to really fight against that when I had to go, you know, fly to jobs. Yeah.
The eyes give away too much information.
yeah, they do. They definitely do. I noticed she definitely wasn't making eye contact that much, but she was interested. She was talking the whole time. I wasn't looking at her phone or anything, and asking me all sorts of questions. Like fiancés have not even asked me before, but I did notice how she was not looking
I'm
at
full
my
Central
eyes. If that
American.
makes sense.
My grandparents and great-grandparents were from there from the very beginning.
Oh, that's badass. You're native. I really want to go to like
Central and South America.
fascinating places. Fascinating history as well.
Business
Very
is
well
wild.
documented.
Reading body language, eyes, and questioning tells a lot.
It does. It does.
And what I've learned to assume is whoever you're in the room with is smarter than I am.
It's the safest way to operate.
Have you ever been to Ireland?
I've not, no.
I
But
took
where I
psychology,
lived,
so I enjoy other people's mind.
Where I lived in
It's
Scotland,
a skill.
it was the closest point to Ireland, where my brother was born. Heavy Irish influence in Scotland, obviously. And on my granddad's side, on my mum's side, all the family are legit Irish.
They were the ones that actually colonized Scotland. There was the people in Scotland already called the Picts, which meant painted people, and they were super tribal. Like no written history, really weird artifacts that they left, like super mysterious. And then the Scot-I came in, and they were the Irish, and yeah, it's basically outcompeted the Picts and became like the dominant group there. And then you had the Vikings coming in from the north, so interesting mix. And then obviously the Anglo-Saxons coming from the south. And then apparently the Celts are from Spain originally, the Iberian Peninsula. So, fascinating stuff. I would take psychology if I had the opportunity, 100%. I've read like a couple of books on it, and that's about it.
What about Pollux?
Pollux? I have to Google it. Oh, Polish?
Polingers.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I had no idea. When I was growing up, like, there's a huge Polish influx because obviously Scotland was part of Europe at the time, and all the canneries for like the salmon and fish industry were operated by the Polish.
It's a very peaceful and great place to live.
I'd say so if you have money, definitely. It's kind of a mess today, unfortunately, but I mean, I've not lived there in a long time, obviously, and when I was last there, I had a nice experience, but I hear, you know, different things from my family. But I'll tell you, the landscape and the people themselves, brilliant. Like, 100%. And some of the most blunt but funny people on the planet. Like, there's no such thing as a pink elephant in the room with a Scottish person. They will call it out and be like, oh, why are you ignoring what's clearly in front of us? Which is a little bit different than I'm used to in America. And, you know, like, I'll be honest, like, in Scotland growing up there, it's like, I wasn't always the biggest fan of that either, but I noticed the lack of it here. Oh yeah, Truex. My gran actually owned a hotel back in the day. My gran and grandpa, they owned a hotel in the south of Scotland in a town called Wigtown.
I belong there.
It was pretty
Everyone is
idyllic.
closed off here.
Like the entire family would come out and stay in a hotel every summer.
I say it with my chest.
That was a big thing with the family there. Like, grandparents were responsible for raising the kids as much as my mum was, which is good because my mum kind of sucked at the time. I love my mum, but I was very glad to go to my gran and granddad's. You know, they were wise and just, yeah. I think that's how it should be. Is grandparents should have like more of an impact in rearing your kids because they're the ones that figured life out. You know?
Wow, it must be really good time.
And yeah, PH.
That's
100%.
how my fam was. My grandma was more of a mom.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure you felt lucky to have that. I didn't realize how not common a thing that was till I came to America, because obviously that's when it stopped. Couldn't spend the summer with my gran and, you know, go to my granddad's. Like, that was kind of a bummer. I was lucky. Like, the thing in Scotland is, you have kids young.
Passed from dementia.
So my great-grandparents were alive up until just a couple of years ago. Just to give you an idea, my great-grandparents. Damn, PH, I'm sorry. That happened to both my granddads. And they actually died within a week each other. From my dad's and mum's side. Really strange. And yeah, totally robbed them both.
That's crazy.
It's rough. Yeah. Yeah. My granddad, my mum's dad, super accomplished dude. And you know what's interesting too? Even though they lived in Scotland, our grandparents spent a lot of time in America too. But like when they were way younger, before they had kids.
Asbestos.
Bloody hell, PH. Damn, sorry, Truex said it's just a bummer. Did you get, like, your parents tell you stories about them? About your grandma? Oh, sorry, here's a cool thing. This is what got me interested more in doing the filming. So last time when I went to Scotland, last year, it was around this time, all the family got together and we were watching my granddad's home movies. He recorded extensive footage of life for the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
America was really a nice place in 90s.
It looked cool. It looked really nice. Like, yeah, I can tell you the rest of the world, like us in the UK at the time, like we were jealous what you guys had. 100%. You see, I feel like we also kind of had it a little bit too, but America, it just seemed comfortable. It did. But
Very
you know,
true.
I was an outside
I miss those
perspective.
days, pensive face.
Obviously, I can't help but think about, like, you know, the game consoles that were on the TV, the adverts, and just, you know, Blockbuster. I at least got to experience that for a couple of years before that collapsed. I was here during like the GameCube era. I did get to go to Blockbuster on the weekends and Fridays, and my stepdad here to get movies and stuff. It was awesome. We didn't do that in Scotland, and we didn't get like microwave popcorn. It's uniquely American. But yeah, seeing my granddad's home movies, seeing his home movies was like, damn, I need to record. I really need to do it because he did it and the whole family sitting there watching it. You know, my grand divorced him like years and years ago. Even she was watching them.
Yeah, really?
Oh yeah, the Native American. Yeah. Maize is literally from the Americas. Actually, I really like corn, so thank you, America. Like, I say America, I mean the Americas.
Popcorn rolling on the floor laughing.
Yeah, no, the Americas gave the world so many good foods. Potatoes, thank you. Tomatoes. Like, I can't imagine Scottish food without potatoes. I can't imagine Italian food without tomatoes. That's literally because of the Americas. Crazy. Just checking the battery level on the mic.
With corn. Can use it for so much.
Yeah.
Moonshine.
Yeah. I'm a whiskey fan myself, but definitely appreciate moonshine for what it's. I actually like American whiskeys. They're all right. But I'm one of those bloody immigrants that actually like really likes the country I live in, despite like all this shit that, you know, has happened here. It's been good to me. Yeah, JD and Jameson too.
Really thankful to Ethiopia for the coffee hot beverage.
Oh yeah, Truex, you're bang on with that. I didn't know it was from Ethiopia. That's funny. That's good to know.
What brands of whiskey do they have in your origin?
Oh, that's a good question. There's the one with a bloody like goose, a grouse on it or something. I don't really know the names. Let me see if I find it. But whiskey, Scotch literally comes from Scotland. Although the Japanese have done a really good job at taking it for themselves. I'll need to get a couple of bottles next time I'm over there. You look at the names, they're not very easy to pronounce. Yeah, you want to see some of these names here? Look at this.
I was at Walmart yesterday and the line had me madder than an Ethiopian watching a donut roll down a hill.
Japanese copied or rolling on the floor laughing took the blueprint of the whiskey from Scottish people.
Oh man, Walmart's always an adventure. I remember one of the first times I ever went to Walmart, and there was a lady that was wearing no shirt, and she had her anatomy tucked into her
Got a bar and then I was
pants.
happier than a tornado in a trailer park.
But she was literally wearing no shirt, and she was very overweight, and had her breasts tucked into her pants. It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen in my life. So that was my first visit to Walmart. And then the people at checkout asked my mum if she was German.
Tears of joy.
Yeah, yeah. I heard stories that Walmart was crazy, but yeah.
America rolling on the floor laughing is America.
Yeah. She could at least put a shirt on, even if she was using her pants as a bra, man. Fuck,
Walmart
goodness
is
sake.
crazy.
Yeah. The funniest thing is to pay attention to, like, you know, I get some people have like messed up mobility, like 100%. Like, there's been instances where I've had to use a body roller cart. I always felt ashamed, but you know, my legs were broken. But there was pay attention to is like using the little carts to get around. That's what I like to watch. I was a little shocked though, because I'd never been to Colorado before, like a Midwest. I don't know if Colorado's Midwest. What would you consider it, a Western state? I love Colorado, but the people were a different shape than they are in Florida. It was pretty surprising, actually. Like, very noticeable. We're quite blessed down here.
There is always some weirdos rolling on the floor laughing walking around Walmart.
Yeah. Maybe the next time I go, I'll actually record and see if I see anything interesting, because it'll be from a perspective of someone that notices it all.
You can see them all on the website. People of Walmart.
Oh no, really? I probably shouldn't pull that out without looking at it, but I'm going to do it on the side screen. Oh, there's a Reddit, okay.
Yes, funny site.
Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. I know.
Oh no, some of this stuff could have happened to me, man. Like, I've got boxers with holes in it, but this dude's like, you know, in line, and his boxers are like pulled up, and you just see like a cheek with a giant hole in his boxers. That's not good. Why is he also wearing shorts under his jeans? I don't know. Well, non-ironically, you'll actually see this at my grocery store out here. The area I lived in is country enough that you'd see this, but the guy is standing on a horse. I would not see that. What the hell? What?
Haha, I got pants that have a hole from hopping out of cars so much.
Weird things attract
yeah.
more visitors rolling on the floor laughing.
No, that's true.
Where the wallet
Exactly.
is.
And they all have to be somewhere, right?
Haha.
I had nothing to say to that one.
I wonder if those two were related.
Well, it depends. You count second cousins? Oh, that's pretty nice. The dude has 2 raccoons.
Haha.
Yeah, I think I'm saving the bookmark in this page because this could be funny just to break out every so
Face
often.
with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
The guy's not even in the store and he's already sweating. Wonder what it looks like coming
Definitely.
out. Oh my god, the raccoon thing's common.
I spend way too much time online.
Yeah, no, drop some more Reddits because I actually, for some reason, I got banned on there and I'm like just a lurker. So, I don't really read it.
Raccoon's raccoon face with tears of joy are Walmart's favorite.
Yeah, what the hell? I have
I got
questions.
banned also just for commenting on political stuff.
PH, I didn't even comment. That's what even puzzles me, man. And didn't comment. I think I posted a poem there one time. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like a bloody poem. Why would I even do that? But I did. Didn't get banned for it. Some people actually responded, but like 2 years later, I got banned.
How this car get there face with tears of joy.
No, seriously. Sir, that is not
Weird,
a
but
parking
they have
spot.
been known to do that.
I think this lady's making cheese. Look how many gallons of milk she's got. You know, here's another interesting thing. In the UK, I'd never seen a gallon of milk till I came to America. And I understand it, like,
Jade Helm
I
15
get
Walmarts.
it. There was no such thing as a gallon of milk in the UK, not just because of the measurements, but like you couldn't get a milk jug that big. I will say milk in Scotland is better than America. It's like creamy.
She's shopping for a restaurant.
Guys, why is there a dog in the lettuce? Stuck in the lettuce. Like a full-size dog just stuck
I
in the
worked
lettuce.
for Walmart for a bit to pay back my theft karma.
PH, oh my
I was
god.
a young man once, lol.
You must have stories, man. Yeah, see, I bypassed the whole service stuff industry because I got an early start in coding, but man, I gotta give you some like experience like dealing with people. Like, what would you do in a situation like this where a lady's dog is stuck in the lettuce? Maybe it wasn't hers.
It is not stuck rolling on the floor laughing. It is done by the Walmart reception person on purpose.
I would get the GM.
You should get the GM. That's a good answer. Who does the GM get? The district manager?
I'd be met. I ran produce and meat department.
No kidding. Man, PH, how often did you come across
General
meat
manager
that
of the
was
whole store.
legit rotten? Like, I'm not blaming you or anything, PH. We're cool. But I picked up some oxtail, and you know, this is the time where I learned to literally sniff my meat, even in the package. It was during like after COVID, to make sure it was not rotten. I'm not even kidding. Man, it left a smell in my hand. It smelled like bloody cheese. Meat shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, always smell your meat, man. I'm not even kidding. Guaranteed won't buy bad meat. Like, we developed a keen sense of smell for like rotten meat for a reason. It was to protect ourselves. Yeah, I'm horrified. Couldn't believe it. Obviously, I never bought it.
I emptied a trash can of meat per day.
Wow. I'd rather it be thrown out than left up the bloody shelves. It is crazy how wasteful businesses are, though. Oh my goodness.
Then it sat in the sun because no one but me would stick their head in it to clean it.
Wow.
Used to make me mad.
What you took in your dinner today, thinking face.
What's that, True X? I got distracted by the guy hanging off the lights with the cop not being able to get him. Oh, you got him. Did he get his Miranda warnings up there? Bloody hell.
Dang, he's methed up.
Yeah. You could almost say he's a Methodist. I've seen that comment all over YouTube now.
How he even get there?
Seriously. That's pretty funny. Oh, PH, you must have seen like a bunch of that, like people eating food or like drinking alcohol and like leaving it in the bathroom. I've even seen that when I've like, you know, it's crazy enough to go in a bloody bathroom in a grocery store.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going back to
They
Scotland.
also
Like, what the
POO
hell?
on ceilings. And smear it all over the walls.
Why they are fighting face with tears of joy.
Maybe it's like Black Friday and they like there's only one TV left. $100.
Then she walked away fast.
Jesus. There's tons of these fighting ones. You know what's crazy is like getting in a fight, I feel like is like you get more trouble for it in America than you would in the UK. It seems like it happens more here, if that makes sense. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. People like punch and stuff over there,
propped her
but
leg on the shelf.
that's pretty far here. They also poo on the
It was
ceilings.
hanging all out while she itched.
Bloody hell.
America have trouble with this type of things a lot.
Yeah, no, seriously, Truex. That's a wee bit intimidating. Folks coming over here, eh? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Did we lose chats? Did we lose everyone? Yeah, I think YouTube timed out, guys. I think we're out of tokens. What the hell? Alright, we're gonna have to wrap this up. But Truex edits, what did I have for dinner today? What the hell? It was a while ago. Oh, I made like breakfast for dinner. Does that count? It's one of my favourite dinners. And PH Design says, honestly, I'm scared to be alive but terrified of death. Honestly, relatable. Definitely relatable. But, yeah. YouTube used up all our tokens. So folks, we're going to be wrapping it up tonight, but cheers for being on with me. I'm going to try and get on earlier tonight. 10 PM. We'll still be going late. But, alright. Still here, PH. Just kind of just have to read. And Truex said it. I'm curious what you had for dinner. Always looking for ideas and new meals to try cooking and stuff. Alright, we'll do PH, I'll grab it. It's .us, right? Wait. Can you confirm the... I know it's PH Designs, but what is... Okay, .net. All right, cool. Yeah, I got you. Ooh, Truex edits Cuban sandwich. Yes, man, I love Cuban food. Also, just real quick, when I first moved to America, I lived in like quite a poor place, as you can imagine, but we had like the best neighbors. They were from the Dominican Republic, or the DR, and the kid over there was the same age as me. I mean, we got in like a house like on fire, and his mum couldn't speak English at all, but she was like the best cook in the world. She made like these spicy stews, man. They were so bloody good. Loved it, because like stews are big in Scottish cooking as well, and they seemed big in Dominican Republican food, the DR food or whatever. Loved her cooking. Awesome. Yes. And there's a Cuban place that I like going into in town as well. It's open 24 hours. Brilliant. I get the yeah. I love Latin American food, man, because it can be heavy on the meat. I like beans, so works out great. Yeah, no, it's kind of shameful. One of the national dishes of the UK is like beans on toast with cheese on it, but it's actually really good. But I'll leave it there before I embarrass myself anymore. Alright guys, it was good. Good time hanging out. Yeah, I never had man, I didn't have a full steak until I came to America. It just gives you an idea of the type of life we were living in Scotland. I love steak, by the way, but yeah, it's not a thing. Alright, cheers guys. Have a great one. Ooh, I need to go to the right room to turn this off. Tomahawk, good recommendation. My favourite is porterhouse. Second favourite is ribeye. And then we got skirt steak, and yeah, but I'll try tomahawk. Oh, what else was I gonna say? I think that's it. I think I'm. But oh yeah, Truex edits. You notice how the camera didn't turn off once? Sorted. Alright guys.